The Iran-Israel conflict that erupted in June 2025 has stunned the world with its intensity and rapid escalation. But one question dominates the minds of analysts and observers alike. How long can Iran continue this war? More specifically, does Iran have enough ammunition, missiles, drones, and resources to keep fighting? To answer this, we need to look beyond headlines and into the heart of Iran's military capabilities. Iran's arsenal is complex. It includes a mix of ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, drones, artillery, and other conventional weapons. Their missile forces, managed mainly by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, are among the largest in the Middle East. Estimates suggest Iran possesses thousands of short and medium-range missiles, some capable of striking deep into Israel and beyond. But quantity alone doesn't guarantee sustainability. The missile barrage Iran launched in retaliation, roughly 100 ballistic missiles and about 100 drones, was massive by any standard. Such an intense strike requires not only a vast stockpile, but also a robust logistics chain to replenish lost munitions quickly. Years of international sanctions have severely limited Iran's ability to import advanced weaponry openly, yet the country has developed a significant domestic arms industry. Their drone program, for example, has become a global concern. Iran produces drones ranging from small reconnaissance models to armed suicide drones capable of precise strikes. But producing high-tech weaponry is expensive and time-consuming. Iran's missile production facilities and arms factories have been targeted repeatedly by Israeli intelligence and airstrikes over the years. Some facilities were hit during the recent Operation Rising Lion, damaging Iran's capacity to quickly replace used munitions. Furthermore, maintaining and operating large numbers of missiles and drones requires trained personnel, spare parts, and supply routes, all vulnerable to disruption in wartime. Iran has also relied heavily on proxy groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and militias in Syria and Iraq to extend its reach and pressure Israel indirectly. These allies supplement Iran's firepower, but also depend on Tehran for weapons and funding, stretching Iran's resources further. The war's economic impact cannot be ignored. Iran's economy has long been under pressure from sanctions, inflation, and internal political instability. Prolonged conflict means diverting resources from civilian needs to military expenditure, straining an already fragile system. On the other hand, Iran has shown remarkable resilience. Its military doctrine emphasizes asymmetric warfare, using tactics and weapons that don't rely on direct conventional superiority. Drones, missiles, cyber attacks, and proxy warfare allow Iran to punch above its weight without exhausting its resources as quickly. So, how long can Iran sustain the war? Experts suggest that while Iran has enough missiles and drones to continue significant strikes for several months, the war's intensity and frequency will likely decline unless new weapons or supply routes emerge. Damage to key production sites, ongoing sanctions, and battlefield losses will gradually degrade Iran's ability to maintain large-scale operations. But Iran's leadership is aware of this reality. They will likely shift tactics, focusing more on guerrilla-style attacks, cyber warfare, and supporting proxies, rather than large missile salvos. They may also seek to expand alliances with sympathetic countries to access new weapons or funding. In conclusion, Iran can sustain the war for months, but the cost will be high, both materially and politically. The longer the conflict drags on, the more pressure builds on Tehran's economy and military supply chains. For Israel and its allies, understanding this balance is critical. It shapes diplomatic strategies, military planning, and the search for ways to de-escalate before the region spirals further out of control. The war is far from over, but time and resources may prove Iran's greatest challenge.